I know just some awfully smart people, and they know without even looking that I'm wrong. Awfully smart people. They know how to angle at you and talk sideways and make up that somebody else is doing it to you. Well, I sympathize with them. I thought twice. They told me think twice before you try and walk out on me, because he's a real ripper hatter. You think twice before you walk out on him. So I thought twice. Yeah, I don't know. I see your point. I see the point, Mr. Rogers. See, look here. There's a Reagan movie. See how it says, well, I was out there in front for a while, and he's got his hand on the back of his head. Then he moves his hand to the front of his head and says, then bang, I was flat on my can. Now you're going to remember this day for an awfully long time. And Queerball said whoosh when he first saw it, but the awfully smart people said whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You know what that means? That means think twice. Oh, I said, I get it. Now I see the pattern. I was out there in front for a while. Then bang, I was flat on my can. Now you're going to remember this day for an awfully long time. Wasn't supposed to make you think or remind you in any way, fashion, or form of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. No, that's his prime opponent in politics you're talking about. What and I said when I said whoosh, it was because it made me think of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. It made me think of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. But now I see their point, because his hand goes to the back of his head and the front of his head, like he don't know which direction the bullets are going from. So I put on my spinner beanie. Watch my spinner beanie go. I'll turn on my spinner beanie. And I'll put on my thinking cap. Spinner beanie and thinking cap going woo, woo, woo. And I think twice. And now I see the point. Because that's too perfect. Uh-huh. If it was intentional, he wouldn't do such perfect Hollywood maneuvers, like as though he don't know which direction the bullets come from. That's too perfect. So that can only mean one thing. Little green android men put this together with the help of Allah to confuse me and the extra smart people. No, without even looking that that's true. And that's because the question of Kennedy's character. You see, what he's doing is beaming his character, and Reagan is imagining his character in this movie. See Reagan there next to the bust of Hitler, an airplane with the U.S. over the swastika, and it says "Rather Us." See that? Awfully smart people know what that means. That means it's a question of JFK's character. He's beat, and Reagan's having himself a think. And he says back to JFK, to Adolf, my son. See? And they have an enemy within. See, there's Oswald with John Wayne, and there's the neurological poison they put in the name of Burstyn from The Exorcist in Queerball. And you know what you can get for the money exonerating with the little green man from Whipple Selby Road? Tony Sobey went to Whipple Road, and he said the Chinamen were on the roof throwing stuff. Remember that? Oswald changes into Ronald in the Odessa file. As the story of JFK comes over the radio, you know what you can get for the picture of that? And there ain't no escape, no. They tell me I'm wrong. It says in the script, you give rock a bad name, they put neons. See, they're extra smart. And they'll burn you because you had it coming. They'll be in our plan you to special relations at the Eiffel Tower with Charlie Chaplin's new best friend. And you'll be drawn at the mouth after that crimson map of Japan that comes up from between the hottie's legs. See, you'll be drawn at the leg. You'll be drawn and drawn. After two, you want two virgins. You see, two. I already send USP signals. Queer ball. And you ain't gonna get to because Ringo says you could have saved John Lennon. Woohoo! The FBI's having a party. They got away with this shit. She broke in science. She slaps her hand, says, "One, I'm the victim. I just had a romp in the hay. I'm the victim. That's one." And after the mousetrap, if you dare, you'll get two, Queerball. Oh boy, the FBI is jumping for performance on Obama. He's going to perform you into. You know what you can get for that performance? You know what you get for that performance? Woohoo! 63 is the bow with the headline. That's mighty unusual meaning for a word like headline. What does that mean? Headline in that For Whom the Bell Tolls image from 1963. Well, let's see. It says 45 champ 63 there on her shirt. 45 was when they dropped the bomb, said they were champ. We'll see about that in 63. And the FBI is going, hallelujah, hallelujah, rather us Lazarus is back from the dead. Trumpy Tune's gonna save us from Alec James Hidell. You know who Alec James Hidell is. You don't have to be told. You don't have to be told. That's him right there. He did the dirty in the Texas Book Depository building. That's Lee Harvey Oswald. He's the queerball James enemy within. You can see him right there. He's cursing and raving like Salman Rushdie. He's strutting. He could be in those versions from The Exorcist 1 year before Lennon steps out for the big time. Yeah, Marquis the Twain, they say, right? Marquis the Twain. Where are these lookalikes coming from? These lookalikes are coming from extra smart people. Remember? Hey, remember Whipple Savvy? It will be like starting over. Stevie Langer. H.H.E. Who am the only walrus? Man, you should have seen him kicking Edgar Allan Poe. A brutal fortissimo pounding. A brutal fortissimo pounding. But nobody needs to lose a minute's sleep because extra smart people have figured it all out. Jackie Rubin has figured it out. If it was really meant to be a hybrid revenge from the Axis, it wouldn't be so perfectly consistent and lucid. It's the fact that it is so perfectly consistent and lucid that proves what, class? What does it prove? Repeat after me. Reagan didn't know. That's what it proves. It proves that little green men from Umoja, from Dubious B, Planet Dubious B, only the sacred, the honorary, you understand? The elders of the franchise. They know, no, son, no, son, you better think twice. That's what you should do. Think twice.